my story is maybe a little unusual. Usually when people come to read the Bible, they become Christians, they read the Bible, they get an understanding, and through this biblical understanding, they develop a love for Israel and the Jewish nation. With me, it started much, much earlier. I grew up in South Africa. My parents moved to South Africa very shortly before I was born. So I spent till I was 22, actually my whole youth in South Africa, and I had many, many Jewish friends as a child, before I even understood the biblical implications or what God was saying about the Jewish nation. So I was a Christian kid with many Jewish friends, secular Jewish, Orthodox Jewish, the whole spectrum, and there was something I felt that was special about our friendship. They didn't try to change me. I didn't try to influence or change them. And we were friends and we invited each other. So I was invited to the synagogue and we shared whatever we knew, but we knew, as we instinctively felt, that we both had our place before God next to each other. I can't explain it now how I got to these thoughts, because I was relatively small and young, but I think that's something that God just told me, just worked in my heart. And then when I began to read the Bible and I began to understand God's purposes for the Jewish nation, there was already this love in my heart for the Jewish people, because I knew them very well. I had so many Jewish friends, and of course this was like everything was coming together. You know, the whole puzzle pieces fitted in together. And when I came to Austria when I was 22 to further my studies, I prayed to God that if He wants to use me in some way to further dialogue between Christians and Jews, between Austrians and non-Jewish Austrians and Jewish Austrians, I would make myself available. And so when I got to know the president of Christians for Israel, Reverend Glashauer, and I heard him speak, it all was so logical to me what he said about why Israel. And yes, he then invited me to Holland to a Train the Trainers week, and automatically I just grew into the work of Christians for Israel. And in 2008 then I, with the help of my husband, founded the branch of Christians for Israel in Austria. So I would say it was God prepared me from a very young age, and then it just grew organically.
Alpha,